Okay, good morning. It's Sunday morning. Well, it's Sunday morning where I am. It's 11 o'clock in the morning over on the West Coast. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on the West Coast. It would be probably 2 o'clock where you are if you're on the East Coast. So I wanted to take a look at the S&P, which is one of the most traded markets in the world, um, probably apart from Forex and bonds. A lot of retail traders trade this guy, so I'm kind of focusing on that for the moment. So I wanted to take a look at, here we are, here's Friday, and here's Friday's candle. Here's just a daily chart. I just want to get an overview. What's going to happen tomorrow? Well, several things on this chart that are of interest. We're trading right into this zone right here that we hit and we rejected off of on the 17th. Right above that on the 16th is a top of 28.94.25. So the market has come up and rejected that base level on the 10th and on the 16th, and then again on the 17th. It wouldn't even push up there. So so what's happening is we're seeing the market come off, and you can see that that's just like an 8 moving average, just to kind of give you a little perspective of the market. So it started out right up here at around 29.50, 29.60 area. Yeah, 29.60-ish. Came down, bottomed out down here at 2800. Price was rejected off that 2800. Came back up, came back down. Initially started to reject off that 2800 level right in here, and then the next day, this was the 28th. Then the next day they just sold it, busted through there, and sold off from there. Okay, so then we moved down to 27, 29, 50, and then it just rejected off that. It's rejected lower prices, rejected to the upside. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4. We've had like 5 days of buying. Okay, so what are we going to do tomorrow? Well, let's take a look. Got this resistance zone here, big resistance zone here, big resistance. If it breaks this, it'll probably go back up here, and that 29.60 area. My moving averages are turning up. My polynomial regression channel is like going to the moon on the daily chart. So what I want to do is I want to put let me just put a volume profile on there real quick, just to see where everything's trading. So I want to draw a volume profile to basically to yesterday, so Friday's action. So what's volume profile telling me? Well, you can see we had a very decisive rejection off that 2900 level. See that low volume node, and that's a tiny, just a low. There's very little volume traded there. Market didn't spend any didn't spend any resources there. We got an almost a small one down at 2800. So we basically had been trading between 2900 and 2800 until we broke to the downside and then pushed it down and then came back up. Price also did not spend any time at that 27.65 level on the way up. It not even a whistle stop. So what's my view of the market? Taking into consideration this volume profile, also taking into consideration. Let me take this. Let me take this off here for a second. You'll look at see the point of controls. Point of control. By the way, the point of control is like at 2052, which is right in the middle between 29 and 28. So that's where the market has spent the most time. So that's basically fair value of the market. Volume weighted average price is right below that. So we want to take a look at VWAP. Pay attention to VWAP. Pay attention to that 47.52 level. Let me take the volume profile off there. Okay, so volume profile is off there. Let's change this into a 240-minute chart. See if we can get a little more clarity or a little more definition down at a smaller time zone or smaller time frame. So what we'll look at what immediately stands out to me, and I've already got these zones drawn on there, okay? What stands out to you on that chart? See, we've gotten a bottom down here at, what was that, 2730-ish area. What stands out? To me, what stands out on this chart is when volume started pushing down, what happened? We got the last sellers are right here on that on the 9:30, the open on the 3rd of June. What happened on this candle? Buyers, buyers, buyers. Where's all the sellers? There's no sellers here. I mean, a little bit of selling in here. Okay. Every big candle, buyers, buyers, buyers there. They push it. They try to push it down. You can see the rejection down here at the 2800 level. Buyers came in there. Buyers came in there. Push it down. Buyers came in there. Maybe the buyers were asleep here. But, oh, this was 1615. Okay, so 15 minutes after, buyer, you can see a little bit of a spike. They're trying to push it up overnight. 9:30 on Thursday, buyers come in. Buyers come in. High volume, high volume, high volume. Moderate volume 815. 9:30 candle Friday. Buyers, 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 buyers. Okay. At the end of the day, you see this. Well, at 13:30, you see people on Fridays. That's probably profit taking, but you just see this relentless push up into this area here. What that tells me is there's accumulation, 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 accumulation. Okay, there's the first sign of any sort of distribution at all. Okay, and that was fairly high volume. That volume candle was like 407,000 or 408,000. So there was a lot of selling volume. What does that tell you? And then the last candle of the day right there, very little buying volume there. Despite what the PRC is telling me, my read of the market is that there's been accumulation all this time since Monday. They accumulated all week long. They're fixing to sell it off on. They may push it up on Sunday night up into this area here, up into this 2889, 2894, up into this area here. They may slowly accumulate it. They'll pop it up. They slowly accumulate it. It'll bounce around here. And then Monday open, I think they're just going to have this huge sell-off. So that's my read of the markets. That's my, how long have I been doing this? 10 minutes? That's my 10-minute read of the market. So be careful on Monday. Look at Sunday. Look at Sunday night and see if there's any indications that there's going to be more accumulation. What gives me hope for the distribution is right there. Is that all that volume right there? We haven't seen that volume. We have not seen any selling volume all week long until the end of the day on Friday. What that tells me is we're going to sell it off on Monday. So just watch Sunday. Don't be too hasty to jump into a trade, a short or a long, because they may, like I said, they may push it up into this area, right up in here, and then sell it off. So anyway, that's my Ed's Market minute or 10 minutes or however long I've been doing this today. So anyway, good luck trading. Again, be careful on Sunday at open. Let the market tell you with volume. The market and people say, by the way, just as an aside, people go, well, what does that mean, let the market talk to you? Well, the language of the market is two things, price and volume. And the relationship of price and volume is critical. And if you watch price, you watch volume, it will tell you pretty much all you need to know about where its intentions are. And I kind of showed that to you. No volume on selling, all the volume was on buying, and you can tell that. I mean, you don't even have to look at price action; you just look at the volume. We had a doji down here this was Monday at 9:30. We had a doji right here. They were trying to figure out. Market was trying to figure out what it was going to do. There were probably some people that had held their shorts from up here, all the way from up here. They held their shorts. They held their shorts. They held their shorts. They were probably short all week long. From Monday, here's the nice selling on Tuesday. The push up, the retest, and then selling off on there, and people on Monday getting, just getting out of their their short positions right here, and then flipping those around, going along into the market. So it's basically telling you here's where we're getting out the doji plus the volume plus price, the price action doji volume. Then we start buying up here. The sellers tried to push it, tried to sell it off right there on that candle. Hey, guess what? The buyers were having none of it. So the sellers just kind of shot their wad down here, and that was it. And we're done. Okay, all our sellers are done. Turn around the market and go. And that's pretty obvious when you look at a higher time frame chart what had happened. So if you had set out Monday, sometimes I'll set out Mondays. If you'd set out Monday or gotten in on a smaller time frame chart and gotten chopped up, go to the larger time frame charts and see what's going on. Just wait. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to trade every little squiggle on the chart. Just watch. What's the pattern? Pattern on Monday, buy. Pattern on Tuesday, buy. Pattern on Thursday, and here's 9:30 open, buy. 9:30 open. They had a rejection here, but there's a lot of volume pushing that up. Buy right there on Thursday. Buy right there on Friday. First significant volume, selling right there. So the market is telling me we may have a little bit of a push, just exactly like we had, but to the opposite side on Monday. See what happened on Monday? It was exactly opposite. We had this doji here. We had a lot of selling volume here, but they pushed it down, and the sellers couldn't maintain control, so they pushed it up. So that's what I'm seeing the same pattern here, but only in reverse, where they're going to try to push it up. There's going to be no volume. We're going to see this, whatever that, whether the hammer and the hanging man is the one where basically that flips in reverse, where you have the body of the candle down here, and you have a spike up, shooting star, whatever they call that. I can't remember the names, but I can you can see the patterns on the charts. So I fully expect to see sometime between Sunday and Monday open, maybe Monday at 9:30 cash open. We'll see one of these in reverse, and then we'll see the rejection, and we'll see a very pronounced move to the upside, and then the shooting star, and then to the downside. And you can see with these price action on these candles, if you're looking at reversal patterns, you're looking at 3-bar reversals. You can see that on the charts, where you've got a down candle, you've got a pin, you've got a rejection of lower prices, came back up here, and you would have gotten long, somewhere in here, maybe at the bottom of that candle, somewhere that's a doji, very definite doji. So you would have gotten long and ridden it up. There was nothing here saying that we're going down. I just see a bunch of selling dojis here, and then the continuation candle. If you look at the 3-bar continuation candle, it's the push down, the rejection of lower prices, the doji here, and then right there a little bit of push down, probably to about that level, and then the push up. So, and then people will come back down and retest. They retested that level right there, and then rejected those prices down here and said we're going higher. Anyway, I hope this is helpful, and leave some comments or likes, dislikes, comments, questions, whatever. See ya. Have an absolutely wonderful Sunday.